Hey viewers, if you would like to get too soon trending news videos, please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us. Well, just like that, Days of Our Lives has thrown us a twist that stopped us in our tracks. What's more, it's almost convinced us that Konstantin needs to stick around a bit more after he dropped some tantalizing clues about John's, and now Steve's murky, dangerous pasts. Don't get us wrong. We still want the slippery con out of Salem, and most importantly, out of Maggie's life. But we'll admit to being intrigued enough that we want some answers first. A short while back, when Black Patch kidnapped Konstantin and told him to get the hell out of Dodge, he got his first good look at John. That set off a curious light bulb of recognition in the Greek's mind, though he didn't appear to do the same in John. After a bit of a tantalizing break, Days of Our Lives finally got back to the mystery on Tuesday, January 9, and just left us more baffled than ever. Musing over John's identity, Konstantin went through some files of his and marveled that it couldn't be the man he was thinking of because he was supposed to be dead. He then went to enjoy a little verbal sparring with John and Steve, clearly intent on testing out his hypothesis. After some friendly, not-so-veiled threats tossed around, Konstantin dropped the name of his home. Like we can believe anything that comes out of his mouth, his beautiful villa in Uria. Steve appeared to flinch a bit at the mention, but when Konstantin chuckled that he seemed to recognize it, the PI denied any knowledge. John, however, looked utterly mystified. So clearly, whatever Konstantin thinks he knows doesn't just involve John's past, but Steve's as well. And that tracks. Steve wasn't a particularly nice guy in his early years. He worked with Victor back during his villain days and did the mobster's dirty deeds, like getting his hands on the bandage pawn for his employer. That was back when John was a completely blank slate, just a valuable brainwashed assassin known only by his codename, who Stefano and Victor fought over. John was fully bandaged when we first met him, supposedly after getting plastic surgery. Hence the whole people thinking he was Roman even though they didn't look alike. Did Konstantin get a glimpse of his face after the surgery, which seems odd since we seemed to meet him immediately after the procedure, or does he still look enough like he used to that he was recognized? We know Konstantin is a creep, but was he also involved in Victor's more illicit dealings and not just a bitter businessman who took a loan? Was Konstantin involved in John's past too? What were those files he was going through? A handy list of assassins to call? And does Steve know more about John's past than he's let on for all these decades? For that matter, was Steve more involved in the pawn's life than we thought? And if so, why has he not told his friend anything? We've got mysteries inside of mysteries, and about all we can do is hold on and hope that whatever comes out of this doesn't destroy the friendship, trust, and partnership that Steve and John have built over all these years.